Yesterday, when I entered class, I saw a quote on the board which changed my perspective about everything. Not only about self improvement, but also about procrastination. Before I tell you what the quote is, let me introduce myself. My name is Jillian, and just around 3 years ago, I was a bullied skinny kid that had nothing going for himself in life. I was basically the definition of a degenerate, and that's when I found out what self improvement was, and I decided to change my life around to who I am today. And that's why I created this channel, so I can help teens in the same situation as I was get on self improvement and become the best versions of themselves. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, feel free to subscribe and join us. And so I entered class and I looked up at the board to see the quote, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't shoot." And what this quote made me realize is that everyone is worrying about failure and failing all the time, that they don't even realize that if they never try, they are guaranteed to fail. Even if whatever you want to do, you have a 0.1% chance of winning, it is higher chance than if you never try at all. And not only that, but it also made me realize that a lot of people, they view failure and not trying as the same thing when it isn't. Not trying, you don't learn anything from not trying. You are basically just being a pussy and not getting it done. You're procrastinating and you just keep delaying it over and over. But failing means you made the decision, you got it done, and you failed. So what? You're gonna still be able to improve and get better from it. Failure is so much more important than winning. You learn nothing from winning, but everything from losing. I love that quote as well because it shows you that from winning, you become arrogant. You think high of yourself and you stop doing what got you the victory in the first place. But from losing, you improve yourself, you get better, and you learn from your mistakes. There's no such thing as a failure if you learn from it. It is just another mistake, another step in the process. And so I want you to realize that if you fail, it is not the same thing as not trying. You learn so much from failure. If you get rejected by 10 girls, you learn more than if you get accepted by the first girl. You learn more from 10 failed businesses than you do from the first business which you got lucky and it skyrocketed. And I actually saw this myself because you might not realize it, but this channel used to be a dropshipping channel. Before it became a self-improvement, a fitness channel for teens, I actually made this channel for dropshipping. And that was before I realized that dropshipping wasn't the way that I wanted to go. But while I was still in dropshipping, I spent $300 and didn't make a single sale. I spent $300 on dropshipping and didn't make any money back. And I don't see it as a failure because I know that I traded that temporary money for infinite knowledge. If you learn and you understand that money is only temporary but knowledge is infinite, then you realize that every single time you fail, you learn from it. Even if in a business you lose $1,000, you've learned so much from the experience than when you were just starting off. You learned what made you lose that money, you learn how to improve it for next time, and you learn everything in between. A lot of people don't realize this, but procrastination is the same thing as discipline. To build discipline, you need to do the same thing over and over to remain disciplined. Like for me, if you can't tell by my hair, I just took a cold shower and I will keep taking cold showers every day because I know it builds my discipline. And the same thing as when I was in the shower, I thought of making this video and I took action immediately. I didn't wait until later because I knew later would never come. So I took action immediately, and that's getting me a step closer to never procrastinating ever again because it is something I struggle with so much. I always kept saying, I will do this later, I will do that later, and it never happened. I spent 6 months saying that I would start self-improvement later, I would start the gym later, and it never happened until the day that I forced myself to make it happen. If you say you're gonna message that girl later, if you're gonna start that business later, if you do that later, if you do this later, it is never gonna happen. You need to set an exact time and date where you're gonna make it happen, or it will never happen. I might be repeating myself here, but I want you to really understand that if you want to get stuff done, You need to put a time on it. You need to say, I'm gonna message this girl at 7 p.m. today. I'm gonna sell my PS5 before the end of the week. I'm gonna start the gym today. Whatever you're procrastinating about right now, I know you want to message a girl. I know you want to stop playing video games. I know you want to start the gym. I know there's a certain game you want to delete. Maybe a business you want to start. Today is that day. You will no longer wait till the perfect sign because this is the only sign you will get. If you start today, you are an action taker and you stop procrastinating. But if you keep waiting and delaying it, I promise you it will never happen. That is all I want you to take away from this video. I want you to understand that if you keep waiting, it will never happen. You need to be able to shoot to at least have a 1% chance of success. Because if you never shoot, you have a 100% chance of missing. That's all I want you to take away from today's video. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.